It's the last Friday of the year, and it's been a long time. Hit the bumper. All right. Today's story takes place 2 years before the last Fantastic Friday 5 with the BK massacre. That was in South Florida. This is in North Florida. It was my first summer internship in Florida, Daytona Beach. And I went to Chick-fil-A right when I got into town. I won't say which Chick-fil-A it is because it's really bad. If you want to know which one it is, ask me personally, but never ever go to this Chick-fil-A. Anyway, get my meal, but after that meal and heading up to the church for a little bit, I went home and I got sick from food poisoning from that Chick-fil-A. It was easily the worst case of food poisoning I've had in my life. And I've had a few cases. 16 straight hours of vomiting, pain, no sleep, miserable. There was nothing left in my stomach to vomit up. And yet my body kept trying. Finally, after all that time, I was able to get to the emergency room. The room was full of people who were really sick, miserable, typical ER waiting room. And finally, I get seen in the back. They take me into a little room, and it's not really even a room, it's just a bed with a curtain around it. And my buddy, who was the youth pastor I was interning with, took me, and he was talking to, I believe, his now wife on the phone. They were just dating at that point, but telling her where we were at. I was miserable. A nurse comes around the corner with a giant needle. Now, I'm not afraid of shots. As a kid, I hated them and I was terrified. Now, they're not really a big deal. Drawing blood, that's a different story. But a shot, piece of cake. But this needle was huge. And she walks up with the needle and says, "Turn it around your stomach and pull your pants down." Oh boy. She closes the curtain all the way. So all I can see is my buddy's feet in his flip flops. And I pull my pants down and I turn around and I'm trying to ask her, like, should I lean to one side? Should I do whatever? She's already going. And she's holding this massive needle like a steak knife. Now that I think about it, maybe just because of like the size of the needle and what she had to do, it made more sense than just trying to stick it in because it's a thick muscle back there, those glutes. And she jams it in right butt cheek. Wow. She went all the way, and I think she hit bone or something. I mean, painful. It was unexpected. And my leg started twitching like crazy. And I was wearing flip flops, and my flip flop flew off my foot just across the ER, just sliding around. And I pulled my pants up. She left. And I looked down, and all I could see and hear were my buddy's feet just moving back and forth, and he's just dying laughing. And the curtain gets pulled back. Oh, that was terrible. He said, "No, that was awesome." The good news is that my vomiting stopped, and I was able to eventually get back on track, and everything was okay. But if you ever have to go to the ER and get a shot in your butt with a huge needle, you've been warned. It's not going to be fun. Well, that's it for today's Fantastic Friday 5, the only one of 2022. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll try and do a few more of these in 2023. Excited about 2023. Lots of awesome guests lined up. And we'll see you then. Happy New Year.